smooth. You can't do nothing with me. It's a lot of work for you before you fucking with me. So it don't make sense that you not fucking with me. I swear it must be jokes, it must be fucking with me. Niggas going slow, I go 150, banking Martian truck. He don't be puffing with me, tell him hurry up. You must be rushing with me. Sticking to the trees, I don't know what they sniffing. Niggas stuck in driveways, always moving sideways.
The reason why Tech 9 always been on my radar is because when they do that Forbes list,
yeah, he's on it.
Yeah. He owns
That's
a lot of
all
percentage
tours
of that
and
shit.
Yeah, but he does it all himself, bro. Because he failed. My favorite thing about him is that like his path to becoming what he is was straight failure, bro. He made a bunch of bread finally off all of his beginning music, and the government and the IRS took it. Because he didn't pay taxes, he didn't do all the shit right. No one taught him game. Yeah. And he failed. He lost all that shit. They own his singles and shit like from when he started. So he started doing shit right. He created his own label, his business, all that shit, bro. So I have a lot of respect for him because of that. Like that's why, like I said, nothing he puts out is whack. Me and him were having Eminem debate last night, right? And a lot of people like to discredit him, and like I'm gonna be real with you.
You don't want to talk to me about what?
Nah, listen. I think Eminem, what he puts out now, I hate it. I think it's annoying. I hate the way he sounds sometimes. But Eminem, when I was a kid, it was the #1 rapper for me for a really long time, just because of what he did for me personally. Like I'm a white rapper, bro. Like he hit me differently than a lot of people.
I know.
You know, so like people can't take that away from me in my head, because like I had somebody in front of me teaching me how to rap my whole life. My mom's boyfriend, he's the reason I rap since 6th grade, and that was the person I was like, fuck. Like if I made it, this would probably be where I am. You know, hopefully, you know. But, yeah, that's the guy to me. The reason he's not in my top 3 right now is because currently I'm playing those 3 every day. You know, Kasky, Mac. I mainly Kasky and Mac. Yeah. You know, I really sometimes I touch Tech 9, but I be listening to our music more than everybody else's anyway.
Got to.
Yeah, because like, we have a lot of unreleased shit usually. So like, before the albums drop, I'm pumping that shit like 20 times a day to try to make sure my shit is where it needs to be. Word. I just released the album because Joyner Lucas posted saying that you gotta stop holding albums because you're doing release dates for your fans.
I've been saying that from the beginning.
Yeah. It's like the lottery. You gotta just keep putting them. One of them's gonna hit.
Yeah. For me, I wanted to build a vault. That was like my thing. I wanted to have so much unreleased music I could just pick through shit. And then I started realizing that there's no point for me right now. Maybe if like, you know, I ever get there and I've put out a couple albums and I'm actually doing shit and I'm like making bread, like all right, build my vault. Then you know, something happens, that shit goes out. But nah, right now it's make it, drop it.
That's why you gotta record like every day, all the time. Like, what's your top 3 artists right now first?
For me, it's just the best rappers in the world. So that's Kanye and Lil Wayne, and that's about it. I really don't have like a top list because whenever I think about.
So why do you put Kanye as one of the best rappers in the world?
Love him, man. No one took him. No one took him serious. It's not about it for me. It's about Kanye's person, like not him, but it's like Kanye. No one took him serious. He knew what he wanted to do.
He produced some of the biggest.
He's gone through some of like really tough things publicly and behind doors. Like, and Kanye has always pushed. He's always gotten better. Kanye is a pioneer. There's no.
Did you watch the documentary?
No, I didn't.
You didn't watch that?
I'm not a fan of things, so like I didn't care to watch it. I don't watch things.
That shit just
like to be honest, I don't watch TV or nothing really. Like I don't do that. I'll sit and like chill with him like after I smoke and watch whatever he's watching for a little bit, and then I disappear. Yeah, no, I sit in the studio. If I'm in the studio and I'm not doing anything, I'll put on lo-fi and I'll rap over that and smoke. Like that's what I do.
I gave him a TV.
You're not pulling from nobody.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Like nothing again. I like that people like TV.
I was surprised when he played Cyberpunk the way he did, because he was just laying down playing Cyberpunk. I was like,
he's like, you all right, bro?
I was like, yeah. Well, he hurt his shoulder in the middle of it. He was like, oh, my shoulder's kind of fucked up, and like I had back surgery, so I had the bed that's down there laid in front of the TV. I was playing Elden Ring as much as I could, but then I ended up playing on my PC and shit because it was just better. My boys played PC, so that's where I ended up playing in the studio. I had the studio on lockdown.
So my sisters put me on the PCs. I didn't know nothing about that until I seen them playing all 3 systems, all 8 systems on one thing, and I was like, I need to get one of them shits.
PC really is elite race, bro.
Yeah. Once you start getting into fucking what's it called, modding,
it's
a whole nother level.
Austin does a lot of modding. What the other CEO say something?
For real?
He like mods outfits into games and shit. Like
that shit takes an extreme amount of brain power. I had to do so much, like going back and forth folders and dragging it all out. Like that shit.
He does all of our album covers.
And they do whole games. Like they mod whole games. It's like, bro, this is a labor of love.
Somebody's rebuilding Ocarina of Time piece by piece in Unreal Engine, and I watch every time he drops it. I watched like the clips he does. He just did Zora's Domain, which is not far in that game at all. He's been doing it for a long fucking time. Takes a lot of time to develop shit. So
it's crazy.
Nikes bring me back when I was deep inside the bag. Do it all for the check. Switch emblem, blow a rag. Frivolous spending in detention with my swag. Skipping class, selling nicks, .9, make it back. Those were good times when we used to kick rhymes. Chilling in the lunch line. We be battling for dimes just to blow it all together. Memories live forever. Used to weigh out bags and measure shit. Sure thought I was clever. Making .1s count. Do it 9 times. Get another $5. I had my head up in the clouds. Prayed I'd never come down. So I kept blowing loud. Turn my dreams into reality. Who gon' stop me now? No one. Nikes on my feet. Got 'em. Complete. Cause Nikes on my feet. Got 'em. Yeah.